Inside offers a platform to retailers, brick and mortar retailers, that enables in-store finding of product, locating the product, managing a shopping list. All those things that people are used to doing online, we can do in-store via mobile. We have some great traction. We've been in business 4 years, or almost 4 years in June, and we did a major pivot about 2.5 years ago to focus on the retailer market. We are the only company in the marketplace that's exclusively focused on building other people's brands, not the brand of Point Inside. And pick a store, a large format retailer, and the one that's public that we can talk about right now is Meijer. It's a 200 store chain like Fred Meyer. Massive stores, 250,000 square foot stores, and 100,000, 200,000 SKUs per store. And we've been live with Meijer for about a year chain-wide, and we did about a year pilot before that. We also have several prospects that are going through the pilot phase right now we can't speak about publicly, but we anticipate by holiday this year that we'll be in front of probably 5,000 to 6,000 doors, retail doors, and that's hundreds and thousands of people per day using our platform. Everything. I think the biggest thing is that as an entrepreneur, what makes being an entrepreneur great is that you can recognize a need and you can rapidly move in that direction to serve the market need. We are able to move fast as entrepreneurs, but often our customers, our partners are not. And so, patience is probably the biggest thing that you need to learn as an entrepreneur, is that you can only go as fast as your partners in your market. I look at the guys over at Glimpse as innovative, fast to move, and tough. They grit it out. And you know what? They're not doing anything new. What they're doing is stuff that we conceived of 10 years ago at a previous startup that I was at. They just have a different approach to it. And so I think what they've done is really admirable by not even taking a tremendously new idea, but protecting an idea with some intellectual property, and then also just really getting aggressive and determined about how they're going to market and keep in front of people. So that's one that I like a lot. I like creating things, personally. I mean, I'm in it to create, whether it's creating jobs or creating a company, creating new friends. I mean, we've hired probably 100 people by now that have come in through these doors, and I think there's some relationships that have spawned out of that. That to me is fun. Creating a company is interesting. Drawing a logo and having that become real is really interesting to me. What is really exciting to me is seeing an idea that we had 5 years ago and kicked around and played with the Play-Doh and molded it and formed it, and now we've got something that's tangible and real, and the opportunity to affect millions of shoppers this holiday season positively, give them a better shopping experience in store, is appealing to me. That's an amazing thing. Our company culture is focused on winning. We have meetings. We always start off with, what are the wins? What did you achieve? What are the losses? We try to hire competitive people, not competitive internally, but competitive because we just want to put together a winning team. So we always talk about, what are the wins you had? What are the wins you're going to hope to achieve this week or tomorrow, whatever the time horizon may be. And so we look really hard for that passion in people, that they want to be a part of something that's a winning thing. We launched the company as an indoor mapping company, and it was never really destined to be solely a mapping company. And some of the early investors that we spoke with, or potential investors we spoke with, couldn't quite pencil out the value. Okay, you can map this, you can map that, but where does it end? Where does the value of the mapping stop? And what happened is we realized that it's not really about the maps. Indoor mapping's got a lot of notoriety and press lately with the Apple acquisition and some other things that are going on in the market, but it's really not about the maps. It's about what you do with the maps. And I think that was probably our big epiphany, is that one, you can do a lot more with maps than just drop a pin on it. You can provide a lot of really substantial value to a shopper. And two, I think the other thing is that by partnering with the retailers, we really we pivoted. We have a Point Inside application out there, a B2C app, and no matter how hard we try, front page of USA Today or Wall Street or New York Times, it's just a blip on the downloads. And you can only get so many downloads as a brand like Point Inside, or even a brand like Shopkick, which has raised, tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't even know the number. But going B2C is incredibly difficult. And I was speaking with a CMO of one of our large retail partners, and he said, what do you think about Shopkick? How much are they investing in building their brand? Because if I'm going to do something with Shopkick, they need to invest in Shopkick. They need to invest in growing their brand and making it something that consumers are going to want to use. And I started going through the numbers and how much the money they've raised and what they're doing to kind of promote internally I'll reward you with X kickbucks if you drive a download for me, and you get a little coupon code. And if you can get 10 people to download it, you might get 100 kickbucks. Well, they can only afford to do that to the extent of how much money they've raised. Right? At some point, they run out of kickbucks because they do have real value. And when it came down to it, the CMO said, "Well, they spend $10 million. That's my slush fund on a per store basis, right? I, as the CMO of a large company, invest $1.1 billion annually, and I already have a brand. And so it's just really hard for a direct-to-consumer app or a direct-to-consumer play to come to fruition. And I think that was probably our biggest abandoning strategy, was moving away from the D2C and going B2B. Most likely bowling. That seems to be the the thing that our company likes to do, is go out and just hook the ball down the lane and just have fun with it. Have a couple cold ones and let her rip.